Hey, this week we are going to be learning how to become digital detectives. We're going to learn how to resist scientific misinformation. If any of you have been online lately, you know that there's a lot of bad information out there. Recently, I was scrolling Facebook and I saw an article from a friend, and it was saying that if you put a sliced onion in your sock, it's going to pull all of the bad toxins out of your body. Well, if you do some good research on this is simply not true. And unfortunately, a lot of people get duped by things like this, and they get duped into buying things that they shouldn't, into believing things that they shouldn't, and they just make bad decisions because they're not informed. We've all been duped by these kinds of things, and that's why we want to learn how to be digital detectives. It's really important this week when you open up the slideshow that you put it into present mode. So you see in the top right-hand corner, you do present mode, or you can also press view and present. But for me, pressing present is pretty easy. Once you're in here, on the first slide, you can just read it and then slide on down. Now, we slide down using this, and you roll through it. The reason we have to do this is because some of the slides are interactive, and if you look at it in the other view, you won't be able to see it. So read through this. This is going to tell us why we should study it. It's very important. Finally, it's going to give you a little bit of more background information. So what is scientific misinformation, and what does that mean? So they have a few claims on here. These are things that people believe, such as climate change is a hoax. A hoax means it's a trick. Next month, Mars will look as big as the moon. Well, Mars is very, very far away, and there's no way that it's ever going to look that big from Earth unless there's some kind of big cosmic collision, which probably means that we're not here anymore. Finally, you have the learning goals for the week, and this is kind of the big standard right here, but we broke it apart. This week, we need to learn how to look at information to figure out whether it's good quality or bad quality. Good quality, bad quality. So we're going to learn 5 ways that advertisers try to get your attention. We're going to learn some examples of bad science that use the argument, the science is uncertain. A great example of this is smoking. Many years ago, like maybe when my mom was a kid, it was actually legal to say the science is uncertain about cigarettes. So they would sell their cigarettes to people saying the science is uncertain. I managed to even find an old ad that said that cigarettes, this one brand of cigarette, is actually recommended by 9 out of 10 dentists, which sounds crazy, but yeah, it says that. Anyways, you also need to learn how to ask questions when you're looking at different sources on the internet. Now, 6th graders, you need to learn 3 questions, and 7th graders, you need to learn 5. Explain what a peer review is and how it helps knowledge to advance. And finally, down on here, you need to learn a few scientific professional organizations that are trustworthy. Okay, moving on, you'll see that you'll be able to work through here, and you're going to click through each one of these and work your way through it. All right, for example, you work your way through advertising techniques, and they'll talk about it literally, and then you go to some of the real examples where you have some videos to watch, and then you'll click on and go to the next slide. And see, it's interactive, so it works better from this view. Anyways, I'm really, really looking forward to this week and all the things that we're going to learn. Anyways, have a great week.